Hello and welcome back to a Pokemon Alpha Sapphire Randomizer Nuzlocke. We're here after completing the good old Trick House Mission 1, which is always a little bit of fun. We got ourselves some great TMs in the last episode. Our team is nice and healed in between episodes. We have ourselves Braga leading the pack. Today, Rival Battle. First of all, we are on the route where the Rival Battle does happen. Then we make our way into very large Moorville, which could have a lot of very interesting goodies, and I'm excited to see honestly what it looks like in the remakes again, because to be honest, I don't remember. I just remember it being a big place where you could like walk around a big square outside. That's all I remember. So we're gonna go ahead and basically see what Moorville looks like for the first time in a decade. I feel like it's been a minute, but for now we go ahead and start making our way towards the Rival Battle with Braga in front, ready to destroy this poor Farfetch'd. Unless this Farfetch'd has something crazy that I wouldn't expect, but I'm pretty sure we just smack you in the face with a rock. Which is pretty rude. It is pretty rude. We did, in fact, smack it in the face with a rock. It's a pretty violent way to start, actually, now that I think about it, but, you know, it's fine. For Gliscor, we're just going to go ahead and go into Bubblicious. I kind of want to use these guys a little bit more so that they can get on par in XP. It is kind of funny how Boyds has become such a high hitter, a high-level Pokemon on our team, but you know, we're lacking in a lot of other places. Gliscor used Harping. That is fine. Also, it has been a couple days since I recorded. I have been rather busy. Busy is probably still going to continue. I have a bit of time because it's Sunday. I should realistically be smarter with my time management right now, and I should record several of these in a row. But I'm probably not going to. It's just gonna warn everyone now. It'll probably be a couple more days before things get back to normal again. So expect things to be a little bit slower at the start of the month. Apologies. But this is your New Year's resolution checkup day as well, for anyone wondering. I am, in fact, checking to see if people are still holding up to the things that they said they're going to do. Even if you didn't set a New Year's resolution, I'm checking to make sure you still didn't set one. Sizzle, honestly, we can probably stand with Bubblicious, right? A neutral, we should be fine. I want to get a stronger water type move on Bubblicious. Obviously, ideally, we get Surf, right? That would be the best. That's not a huge amount of damage, but to be fair, that's not a huge amount of damage back. And I guess once we get it to like half HP, we could probably Dragon Ascent. False Swipe, that's like the least scary move I can ever see an opponent use in a Nuzlocke, which makes me feel great. I love seeing opponents use False Swipe. That might be at a point where Dragon Ascent KOs. I understand that Sizzle's physical defense is better than its special defense, but honestly, it's a base 120 power move. Even if it's not stab, it's base 120. Yeah, okay, right, good. Nice. I wasn't 100% sure, so I was a little bit scared of that, but we are fine. Being cool isn't enough to win. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is, in fact, enough to win, guaranteed. What else did we have on this route? Scrafty again. Okay. That makes sense. Apologies for forgetting about our Pokemon this early. I really should write a list of Pokemon that I've encountered, because I'm also playing other Pokemon games at the same time. I should have a list of things that I've encountered that I could, like, quickly glance at to know if it's a dupe or not. That would be smart. I feel like there's a hidden item in one of these patches of grass down here. Aerodactyl was also an encounter. That would have also been pretty good. That would have also been very good. Latias is very good, though. I'm not complaining. We get a red flute. There was an item down here. Red flute is... I don't remember which flute that is. The flutes aren't bad items, but they are items that I forget exist 100% of the time. Where on earth is the flute? Ah, snaps Pokemon out of infatuation. Okay. So if my Pokemon are feeling a little bit lovey-dovey when they shouldn't be, we can snap them out of it without using, like, a full heal or something, which is valuable. It's just that I forget that flutes exist. The flute for confusion, especially, I forget that exists, even though it is, honestly, a very, very, very powerful item. It's just not something I ever think to use. I am going to heal up Bubblicious, just in case we need a water type for this. And I think leading with Braga should be fine. So let's see what we're dealing with for this Rival Battle. Hey, Glorp, it's been ages. Okay, don't call me out. I know I haven't been recording a whole lot. I'm sorry. I do have a plan to do another Dark Souls randomizer at some point. Maybe next weekend. Another Dark Souls randomizer, because I do want to play some more Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3 before Elden Ring Night Rain comes out. so that I can go ahead and refresh myself on all the bosses in the Soul series that are not from Elden Ring. So I do want to do that. Might record it all. We'll see. Nice timing too. I was just searching for Pokemon, you know? My dad is always going on about how nature used to be even more diverse. Way back in the day. Says that there used to be way more kinds of Pokemon than there are now. That's why we do field work. Him and me. We really want to find out what happened to those Pokemon in the past. On my journey up to now, I've met a lot of different Pokemon, and I think I've gotten to understand a lot of them too. Me and my Pokemon have really grown. So, how about a little battle? I don't remember what her starter was. Cop Sonya. Aerodactyl. Okay. Mega Aerodactyl. Okay. 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 Is it time for Voids? I don't want to get hit by a Rock Throw. I don't even know if Aerodactyl gets Rock Throw. I feel like Aerodactyl's one of those Pokemon that just doesn't have a good level up moveset because it's a fossil that you're not meant to get until later in the game. Bubblicious wouldn't be terrible. Voids wouldn't be terrible. Voids resists flying and rock, which is both of its stab. Voids is what we go to. I don't want to give Voids all of the XP all of the time, but it is probably the thing to swap in here. Bite. Tough Claw's boosted, I think. It's a bit scary. It's a bit scary. 21 damage is death to crit range. I don't know if I have another option, though. I don't know if Aerodactyl gets like a weird level up move like Skydrop in this gen or something that would destroy Hawlucha. Because obviously if it's just bite and rock moves, Hawlucha would be okay. Ooh, this is, we could glare it. And we could get this thing paralyzed. The problem with that is I think it might still outspeed me when paralyzed. Mega Aerodactyl is like base 150 speed, maybe higher, but definitely like 150 speed. This thing is speed demon. I think Gear Grind is the play. Even if we Gear Grind right here, we have to get through a flinch, and we have to not get crit. And even then, I don't know if we KO, because Aerodactyl's not exactly frail in its Mega form. It's kind of average. I'm clicking Gear Grind. We outsped? Raw? Has to be. Yeah, I was gonna say, there's no way that Clink is outspeeding a Mega Aerodactyl without negative priority. Okay, good. Praga. Now, Smackdown would KO, and we can't get crit. The problem is I don't know if it has a rock move. If it had a rock move, surely it would have went for it. If it was a nice, smart, big brain AI, it would have went for the rock move on the first turn when I had this in the first place. I'm swapping in Bubblicious. I don't trust. Bubblicious still has good HP. I don't think it will outspeed, but I do think a Water Gun will KO, so we'll see. Raw again. Okay. If we go to Hawlucha, I'll stay it. Praga. Why? Game? Listen, I don't want to use Armaldo. Okay, game? Okay, I really don't. But... no, I'm doing the same thing. I'm swapping in Lumineon. That's what I'm doing. I've decided on what I'm doing if Braga is in. I made this decision. I will stick to my decision. Raw will not stop me. Bite. Okay. Okay, how much damage? Ow. I regret my decision. I don't like the fact that I keep seeing Bite. I kind of want to go to Biel. But I don't want to get Skydropped. The Skydrop will KO Bubblicious as well. This is horrible. I am acting under the assumption that this thing does not have a flying move and going to Biel. Please don't. Raw. Why must you taunt me? If I end up with Braga again, I'm clicking Smackdown. Noivern. Noivern might outspeed. Noivern might outspeed an Energy Ball. It might outspeed. Both of these two are very, very fast. What nature do we have? Just remind me. Just remind me. This may make an impact in my decision. Can I see my nature? Can you not see your own nature in this gen? In battle? Weird. 54 speed. Maybe we don't. We have an assault vest, but that doesn't matter if we get hit by a rock throw. I'm clicking energy ball. It's gonna roll. Fight. Okay, that's fine. Don't flinch me. We didn't outspeed, by the way. We didn't outspeed. The energy ball does get taken out, and finally we can move on. Okay, right, it's fine. We move on. We move on. That was scary, though. 828 XP. Oh, right. It doesn't split the XP in this game. It treats it as if we have an EXP share. So everyone gets the full XP from the battle. Honestly, that's kind of nice, to be honest. Do we want Gust on Bubblicious? No, we have Dragon Ascent, and that's way funnier. No, thank you. We are going to keep Dragon Ascent for sure. Seeing Luminion come down from the stars is one of the funniest things. Braga with Metal Claw, however, that I will learn. Realistically speaking, I don't need Water Gun because we have a Water type. So I'm going to get rid of Water Gun. Luminion is our Water type. We will use that for Water type moves. I don't think we're going to be using Braga for Water very much. Lombre we could stay in against. Lombre we could stay in against, and we could just Hurricane. Lombre's not too scary. We just click Hurricane. Maybe I should have went for Leech Life to get some HP back, but honestly, if Hurricane lands, which it did, that's probably just the end of Lombre. I'm so sorry, little guy. I do apologize. You deserve better than that, honestly. Little bit of a scary start, though. And Pancham, significantly less scary in the the follow-ups to the Mega Aerodactyl. But yeah, Megas just being out and about can be spooky. Thankfully, I think its moveset was garbage. Or it just really liked using Bite. To be honest, I don't really know. It might have just really liked using Bite. Who knows? We'll find out when another one pops up and murders us later. With moves that I didn't see the first time around. And we defeat Cop Sonya. Yikes, you're better than I expected. Okay, Mrs. has a Mega Aerodactyl at level 18. Oh, you've been busy training too, haven't you? Oops, but look at us. Our teams look pretty tired. Let's get them taken care of first. Free healing. Item finder? Item finder? Dowsing machine. Yes. Yes. Now I want to go and grab all of the items. Now I want to go grab everything. He bikes away. How does the... You put it on your head in this game, right? Which sounds weird, but it's true. You do, right? You put it on your head and you walk around with it on your head or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, now I remember this. This is how I spent my entire first playthrough of the remakes. I kept it on my head the entire time. And you know what I'm going to do again? I'm going to keep it on my head again the entire time. Kinglet, please just let me go and don't crab hammer me or anything weird. Okay, good. I wasn't sure if it would outspeed me or anything weird. Where is this item? There it is. A King's Rock. Not bad. Not bad. We'll take it. We'll take it. But as we have gotten that out of the way, let's get into question of the day. Question of the day is not just have you been keeping up with your New Year's resolutions. It is also, what Pokemon do you really like that is incredibly unpopular? What is your unpopular favorite? What Pokemon do you say, hey, I like that guy, and everyone else that looks around you and goes, ew. Yeah, you like the elemental monkeys? Ew. What sparks that reaction to people when you say you like the Pokemon? That's what I'm curious about. Any of you say Parasect, by the way, banned. I'm kidding. But I am curious what unpopular Pokemon you really, really like. For me, it is a very tough question. Okay, Garchomp is scary. While I think about how I'm going to deal with this Garchomp, I will also be thinking of an answer. Do you have a dragon move? I didn't give you a dragon move, did I? I specifically said, we don't need dragon moves on our dragon type, because it's not super effective against that many types. Yeah. Garchomp is the problem there. Honestly, we might be staying in and going for another Fury Cutter. That might be how we deal with this. I don't think it has any rock moves at this level. Not a rock type. Fury Cutter's neutral, and we've boosted it once already. I think we Fury Cutter. Takedown. That's fine. That's completely fine. I was afraid of Dragon Rage, to be honest, is the main thing that was on my mind. We are going to get rough-skinned. But that is Dragon Rage range with the rough skin, which is unfortunate. Yeah, that sucks. I'm gonna swap into Belt in that case. Please don't Dragon Rage. Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem. I wish we had a berry that restored 20 HP rather than 10. That doesn't help me. We do have our Unburden boost, though. So that's nice. We do have our Soda Pops as well. So we'll see if it'll go for anything other than Dragon Rage at any point during this fight. That'll be our opportunity to attack. Sandstorm, that's an opportunity to attack. We do have Aerial Ace in case it has Sand Veil. I will get back to the question. It's just I am actually kind of afraid of this guard jump killing something with Rough Skin plus Rough Skin, Dragon Rage, and Sandstorm damage is a lot. It might honestly be better to just Dragon Ascent and hope that it doesn't have Sand. It doesn't have Sand Veil. It has Rough Skin. I'm using my brain. Wow. We shouldn't miss this. We can Dragon Ascent. We should be fine. Dragon Ascent has to KO. It's a base 120 power move. Okay, good. Okay, all right. Scary Pokemon down. Dragon Rage in early levels. We are out with the super scary point of it, because we have, you know, 60 plus HP, but man, when you just hit 40 HP and Pokemon have Dragon Rage, it is a spooky, spooky time. Okay. But I have a lot of Pokemon that I really like that I think are a little bit weird and a lot of people probably don't like. For example, Pokemon like Baltoy and Claydol. A Pokemon that I am starting to like more and more the more Nuzlockes that I play, honestly. And I feel like no one likes them. I feel like I've never heard anyone say that their favorite Pokemon is a Baltoy. You know? Maybe some people... Was it a starter in Pokemon Snakewood? I know Snakewood had some really weird starters. Might have been a starter in Pokemon Snakewood, so maybe some people that have played Snakewood. I think like Coughing and Baltoy, there was weird starters in that game. But maybe that'd be a game that'd get people interested in it. When I try and like really think of it, this is kind of inspired because I saw a video kind of talking about the history of Muck. And I saw someone that had their favorite Pokemon be Muck, and it made me get thinking like, you know, Alolan Muck in particular, I really enjoyed using Alolan Muck in Gen 7. Alolan Muck was honestly one of my heroes on my Pokemon Showdown teams in Gen 7. It was just really consistent. Poison Dark types are a great type. Another King's Rock. Okay, all right. It was a really consistent Pokemon, although it is, at the end of the day, it's based on sewage, and I don't think it's a Pokemon that many people like. I feel like more people take the side of Weezing over the side of Muck. So Muck is also up there for Pokemon that I really enjoy using and really like, that just isn't popular. You know, I don't know if it necessarily, it definitely gets some people to go ew because it's based on sewage, right? But I don't think it gets that many people to show audible disgust at it. But it's certainly not a popular choice as well. So those are two that come to mind. I am going to go ahead and battle this guy because I want to get XP onto poor little Bungus if I can. Carvanha works. Carvanha works. I could probably fight this with Bungus, right? You don't have like Ice Fang. You wouldn't have Ice Fang. Focus energy. Okay, he's focusing. Thinking really hard. Trying to work out a Fire Sand Veil. Energy Ball does KO. Nice. Nice. A little bit of XP for Bungus. And Frostlass. Yeah, that you're not seeing it against. Nope. Nope. I think Voids is the thing to do with that. Steel typing is just such a nice typing to have. I rely on it so much. I wish this Clink was evolved. I really do. It would make my life so much easier. I don't think there's any reason not to Glare here, because it outspeeds me, and I will outspeed after it, so I think we just Glare. Icy Wind. Will we outspeed if we Glare? While hit with nice, cold, frosty winds. The UK was meant to get snow in my area today as well, and it didn't, which has me very, very sad. I thought I got a warning on my phone for snow, which I don't know if I've ever had that happen in my entire life. And then it didn't snow, it rained, because the UK is just rain all the time. All it ever is just rain. There's never another weather. Some people might tell you that it can be sunny outside in the UK. I wouldn't know, I don't go outside. But we've made it to Morville City, Wally.
Wow, this is Morville City.
Oh, the voice. You sure seem to be enjoying it, Wally. So, what would you like to do? Do you want to grab a bite to eat at the Morville food court? Or maybe we should get you a bike of your own at Rival Cycles. Would you like that? I bet the exercise would be good for your health.
No, thank you. I challenge gym.
What? Let me see. I'm pretty sure the gym is...
Yeah, that way.
That's roughly what I remember his voice being. I remember making him like a child with too much saliva in his mouth is the image that I have in my head when I speak with Wally's voice. So if I do ever get it wrong, he's just got a little bit less or a little bit more saliva in his mouth that day. That's the only difference. That's because that's exactly how I have come up with his voice. What is this? Cafe. Do you sell randomized items? Oh, no, you did give me Aquajet. That's not bad. TM48 Aquajet. Okay. I accept. Priority is never bad. Not the... Okay, it can only be on Luminion, which isn't really a Pokemon that I want to put that on, honestly. I would much rather get Surf, obviously, but that's gonna be a bit. Do you think you can take care of your prizes? Yeah, happily, sure. A Trico doll. A Torchic doll. Hold on, I'm gonna guess the last one. Shadow Lugia. Mudkip? Man, what? Guess I remember the starter trio wrong. I'm the eldest of 4 sisters. Route 117 is down this corridor to the west. This is a daycare for Pokemon. But can I get goodies? Ribbons? Nah, I'm not here for ribbons. I'm here for randomized shops. Specialty mirror store. Oh, for like, yeah, Tornadus, Thunderous, Landorus. Yeah, okay. Someone in here's got to sell me something, right? Do I trade Pokemiles for prizes? Are they random? Ooh. No. Those don't look random. Those look the same. I don't care unless it's randomized, sir. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for random stuff. Like Fungus to receive a massage. No, Fungus doesn't deserve a massage just yet. The only Pokemon on my team that I think deserves a massage is probably Clink right now. Clink's been good. That's not true. All of my Pokemon have been good, but still.
Uncle, I'm begging you. I want to challenge this gym to see how much stronger I become. Please, you let me. I want to fight me.
Now hold on, Wally. Certainly true that you've grown quite a lot stronger alongside your Pokemon, but don't you think that jumping right into challenging a gym might be pushing it?
I push. If it's me and Roach, we can beat up anyone with fisticuffs. Bam, bam, bam. Glorp. Roach and I have gotten a lot stronger since we first met. Growing, I taught my Pokemon growth. Doesn't let it naturally. I'm a cheater. I want to prove that to you and my uncle both, Glorp, that I'm a cheater. Put him up. Fight me. Fight fisticuffs right now. Fight me right now. Yeah, I'm gonna thank you. Fight time. Tackle. Charge. Roach, use tackle.
Cop Mike. Yep, that's him. That's Cop Mike right there. Everyone, pay respects to Cop Mike. Foongus versus Feraligatr gets Ice Fang. Feraligatr gets Ice Fang. I don't know what level Feraligatr gets Ice Fang, but Feraligatr gets Ice Fang. And I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that even a little bit. Feraligatr, listen, the only thing I remember is it doesn't get any water type moves other than like Water Gun. It gets Ice Fang and it gets Chip Away. And Bite. That's Feraligatr's moveset. To like level 70. Unironically. I know this. I've used a Feraligatr once or twice in some runs. Ice Fang is scary. I'm going to Boyd's. I always go to Boyd's. He's just consistent. I wish he was evolved. I really do. Rage. See, it's bad moves. Bad moves. That's what it has. It has bad moves. You know what we do to deal with this? We land fissures. I'm gonna glare so we can outspeed it. And then we land a fissure. That's how we're defeating this. We're going to land a fissure. Surely with 5 PP, honestly, it's probably quicker than going for all the Thunder Shocks, so... Boyd's! Boyd's! Boyd's is locked in. Boyd's is like, I am taking lives today. Okay, alright. I'm so sorry to this entire center that is now underground. This entire place just went below the ground. Oops. Damn, okay. Landing at first try is wild.
Cool. I'll go back to Vernon Tough once I heal from my injuries of falling into that large crevice. Glorp. Thank you. Being trainer. Tough.
Leg broken. Poor Wally, man. Poor Wally.
Glorp. While I bleed out over here, if it's alright, could I call you? What?
Dies. Gets carried off in a stretcher. That's how it's playing out in my mind, at least. The uncle that jumped when the fissure happened, so he avoided all of the damage. It just dawned on me that you must be the young man who kept an eye out for Wally when he caught his Pokemon. No, it's you we have to thank for Wally becoming so positive about the future before those injuries you just gave him, where he got carried away in a stretcher. Thank you. Ah, here. Take this for injuring my nephew. I want you to have it as a bit of a thank you for stopping his sniveling and whining. Oh, Rock Smash. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, maybe you should keep it for all the debris of the rocks and stuff that probably got flown around when I created that fissure underneath his feet. Even if there are obstacles in your path, I think you'll be able to break through them, especially if you use Rock Smash there. You need it more than me, because you're the one creating the fissures around the place, so make sure to clean up after your own mess when you murder people. See you soon. Okay. Sure thing, buddy. That sounds great. Yeah. Wow. I can't believe we landed fissure. Do you sell anything interesting? No, you're a TV station. Is there anything that happens? I feel like there's stuff that happens here. Stuff that happens here. Is there an event? Do I get to, like, dress up my Pokemon here? Can I get a TM here? Oh, there's an item. That's not an item, that's a chat. Oh, but I can't... Now reporting with the news. A giant crevice has appeared in the middle of Morville Center. More at 11. Okay, I don't think there's anything of note in here in that case. I do apologize for absolutely murdering that poor friend. That was messed up, and I should have thought about the location a little bit more. Maybe Thundershock would have been safer, you know? I didn't think. I was just like, haha, funny. Happens. Battle Institute Hoenn, no. Inverse Battle Shop. There's an Inverse Battle Shop in this game? Okay. As you can tell, I don't remember Morville very well. I will go into here, though, and we will check this shop, because this at least has something random, right? What do you sell? Ooh. Oh, okay. All right, we have some great TMs here. Night Days is great. Dazzling Gleam is great. Return is great. Defend Order is interesting if people can learn it. Cosmic Power, basically. That's not bad. Rototyler is, yeah, attack and special attack of grass types. Brushclaw is also interesting. As a good alternative to Pokemon that don't have their friendship up from Return. Whirlpool, I don't care about. Yeah, there's some good TMs there. I am poor. But we can keep those in mind for the future. But currently, I am poor. Currently, I'm going to buy a few more Super Potions. Going to be a lot of my money, and I want more Great Balls in case we encounter any more crazy Pokemon. Because We used up a good bit of them. What can I sell? I can sell a King's Rock, because I have multiple of those. And I probably don't need multiple. That sells for nothing. Okay, I will sell a normal gem, because I will never use that. Or a lagging tail. Or a cell battery. None of this sells for a lot, though. I will never use an iced gem. Yeah, we are lacking in money. That's our issue. We could really do with, like, a nugget or 8. Maybe 10. Maybe 10. But I do think that's probably where we're going to wrap things up for today. Next time, we will go into probably the routes on the sides of Moorville, grab our encounters there, and then take on Moorville Gym once we have cleared out those. In fact, we'll probably clear out the routes first, because I imagine the gym is going to have a Mega Manectric alternative, which means there's a guaranteed Mega that we're going to be fighting. And that Mega Aerodactyl was scary. And thankfully, it had a terrible moveset, but it was still scary. So hopefully we can get our team a couple more levels from the trainers on the side routes a little bit before we take on the next gym. We'll see. But for now, if you guys have enjoyed this episode, leave a like down below, hit that subscribe button, and without further ado, bye.